Hello? Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing today? That could apply to a lot of folks. Yeah, you know, don't worry. We will never know who that, that song sounds really familiar. I don't remember where it's from. But it sounds like it could be a really cool theme for a little blue pollo. Ain't that right? But how are we doing today, everyone? Good afternoon, good morning, good, I guess, evening for some people? I was gonna say good night, but like... The desktop goose is back! It's back! Oh my god, that's freaking dope. That's crazy, dude. Dude, crazy? I was crazy once. Now that's what I was saying. Hello there, everyone. Also, is everything working? Oh, bye, gang. Bye, Mike. Have a good day. Take care. Let me move this up. This is bothering me. Bam. Cookie jar upgrade. It's now a fatter, bigger cookie jar. Toro, something's changed about the room. Yes, there is a bigger cookie jar now. If you could tell. Courtesy of our hidden artist, we got a new cookie jar with some stickers on it. So yeah, that is what we'll be using for the next till the next follower goal. I think at 400 I want to go for something like a barrel, like a cookie barrel, but I don't know, I haven't fully decided. I should brand it out and try to get some Toroke stickers. That would be amazing. As if I know how to sell Toroke stickers. But yeah. Today is a story time stream. Did I forget this morning? Kind of. I was writing the stream name and I was like, oh wait, we're not doing Undertale today. I forgot. We should probably go do that the story time stream that I think Phil redeemed yesterday. And so here we are. Oh my god. I was reading upon Angelic Valor last night and I was like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Poyo. Our Poyo Boyo. I was actually gonna record this morning, but I had to babysit, so I kind of just passed on the couch while the child was watching weird YouTube stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna probably clear my throat before I do any recording. At 10k followers, the cookie jar be at factory art time. Yeah, it's just a giant factory. We'll change the location to a cookie factory. Broskis still says Undertale for my stream. Refresh the page. I just changed it, so it might take a second. I am here. Hello. Welcome, Flair. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'll give a second for everyone to come in and chill while I also pull up some stuff to read. Phil was supposed to be here, I think. So I think we'll just start reading on. I think we'll start reading with Koku's. I'm doing very good. That's good to hear. I think we'll start reading with like. I want to finish Koku's story, because honestly we haven't finished that since the last stream. And after that we'll probably get to Flair's story, and then if Phil gets here, either we'll get to Phil's story before or in between, and whenever Phil gets here. So until it gets here though, we're just gonna keep reading some banger stories. Let me switch screens. Let me change screens right now. Yours. Yosh. Bam. Koku's page. Okay. The Christmas tree art there. I just saw this now. So. Oh my god. Wait, I can download this for $1.25? Log in to download? Oh my god. I can. Oh my god, I should do that. That's how you support the creator. Support the creator, guys. Peter is not back if you have the screen. Welcome back, Peter. All the stories read on here are honestly amazing. Everyone is so talented. Yeah, everyone's actually very, very talented. I do love reading the stories here. Oh, it's great to get a gift that flashes on and off. Wow. Is that what this is? This is a gift? Oh, sorry, I had to clear my throat for a second. Oh, you know what? Also, I do have a thing we can read today. So annoying. after we read Koku's story. I believe we do have. I do have a story. A buddy of mine sent me their book that's in a Word document, and they wanted me to take a look at it. So I might do that after we read like Eternity's End a little bit. Oh, it's a gift that flashes on and off. Oh, it's to get a gift that flashes on and off. Oh. Oh, you know what? I should pay. We should. Let's read this, and then we'll go back. We'll pay $1.25 for that gift. Support the creators! Yay! They're really cool. So I heard some like dishes clang. Hold on. I heard something upstairs. I think we finished the first chapter, perhaps. I don't think we did. I think we got like really far. We finished when they stopped fighting each other. Bro, I'll just give it to you. No, hold on. Well, it's okay. We'll pay for it. Just give me 1 second. I heard some dishes clanging upstairs. I hope there's nothing going on wrong. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. He's gone. Yeah, I'm back now. And after that, perhaps we can read chapter 8 of our literatures. I am currently working on chapter 15, so there's much more to come to my story. Yeah, of course, no worries. And he's gone. Where'd he go? I'm back. And dishes going wrong? Hopefully nothing bad is happening. Yeah. No, I think it was some toys. I think it was just some toys that were clanging. Like some metal toys. I believe he did say he read some of yours. Well, we will read some of yours at some point today. Quick chat, do chaos. No. Don't get to chaos when I leave. Oh, no worries, Flair. You're all good. No, but I know we did not finish this. I think we finished. Okay, so Aeon and Omega finished talking to Delta, and they left the room. And then that's where we left off on Koku's story here. Alright, find me right here, right now. That sounds familiar. I've told you? No, Omega. Okay, we're going on more days to fighting. I'm not going on some boy mission, you Poyo. The Delta, okay. Backup Delta, Aeon. Defensive growl, Aeon Leon. Okay, they're fighting. Okay, we're not do chaos when you go, but when you are here, just wait till I get here. Trust me, there's like one paragraph you didn't read. Is it really? I feel like it's like this. Like I feel like we got to this part. Okay, I feel like this was the part. This is the part we left off. Oh wait, no, yeah. So I feel like I don't remember finishing this. Need to leave? Oh no, no worries, 07 gamer. You have a great time. If you need to leave, don't worry. We'll be here waiting. And if you come back, you can continue or come read with us. We up to here, exactly. Yeah, we're up to here, exactly. So it's like, hurry up, Omega. Our finish isn't gonna do itself. To which Omega clenched his fish. Fish. Blah blah blah. Okay, sorry, brain. Seemingly stubborn. Alright, let's get ready. Seemingly stubborn and not wanting to do as Aeon was instructing, but a single glance back towards Delta, whose eyes were still ice cold, was enough for him to decide to do as told for once, muttering angrily under his breath before following Aeon. Fish, yeah, fish. Insolent fools, Delta spat before turning and striding off to his quarters, leaving Alpha alone in the courtyard. The lone hero let out a sigh, letting himself process what had just happened. Why do things have to be like this? He complained out loud, wishing things hadn't gotten so heated whenever the heroes were all together. They just couldn't get along, it seemed, and that was upsetting to Alpha. He wished they could all get along. He really did. Hopefully they all would, one day. But until then, Alpha hoped Aeon would be alright having to deal with Omega for a while. He supposed they'd be fine, even if they were enemies or rivals. Alpha didn't know what they were, but still hoped they managed with each other's company. Surely they would. Yeah, they'd be fine. And with that, Alpha returned to his own quarters, wanting nothing more than to take the rest of the day off and relax. Tatsugiri has been captured by Omega. Tatsugiri has been captured by Omega? What's that? Come on. Like, Omega proceeded to clench a fish. A fish. Come on, me, pull it together. You can write. You got it, Kogu. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll be in my world of my creation. Stubs tongue. Ah! Tatsugiri is a fish monster Pokemon. Oh! Oh, fish. Omega clenching Tatsugiri. Fish. Brain works funny. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements, for telling me that I'm streaming. It's been like 15 minutes. You're a little late, but welcome to the Stream Elements. And one of the Titans of Scarlet and Violet. Oh, I never played Scarlet and Violet. Actually, not. I haven't played that much Pokemon. Maybe one day. Maybe I will make a redeem. Fart noises. But I've thought about this, right? What if? Yeah, let's do it. What if we made a redeem for playing another Nuzlocke completely started over? Not gonna lie, Tatsugiri is the most Japanese name for the English version of the Pokemon name. Yeah. Tatsugiri. Tasting giddy tastes good. But yeah, no, it is. 100%. I just realized my sound alerts. Put that like right above me. Alright, we're gonna keep reading before I get distracted talking about Pokemon and fish. My brain will spiral out of control when we keep talking about this. To be fair, it's like a fish in a piece of rice. It's literally sushi Pokemon. No way, dude. There's no way that's an actual Pokemon. They were like, yeah, let's just make straight up food a Pokemon. That's totally not gonna get captured and used for food. And totally not a weird looking Pokemon. As if they weren't eating Magikarps already. Like, come on, man. Pokemon are just serving themselves on platters at this point. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright, let's get back into this. I got captured by Spigarato before I saw. Oh my god, that's amazing. I want to know what its evolved. I want to know what its evolved form is. Anyways, back to the story. Let me lower the music because it's a little loud for me. Okay. Below the living section of Onatsu lay an enormous docking flat where ships of all sorts would come and go. Many were crafted by the ancients, and while most were used to carry goods and valuables, there was a smaller percentage of ships dedicated for the heroes to use only. These ships alone were great in size, and some would think they required an entire crew to simply run. However, that was not the case as the ancients had crafted such ships to be self-manageable and automated in many ways. One ship in particular was the smallest of them, had become known as the ship Aeon would take on any mission. As he lacked care when it came to appearances, instead of finding that most of the ships were excessive beyond reason, therefore he tended to use this small ship. Oh yo, welcome to the stream, Phil! Welcome. Tatsugiri does not evolve. Alright. That's so sad. Sushi fish rubber. It was this ship that he was now accessing, doing so while a pair of magenta eyes glared at him in frustration. Aeon could almost hear Omega's shouts of disapproval even when the other was quiet. His glare alone was enough to cause Aeon discomfort, which didn't help him become any more excited about the fact that he'd be spending the next few days with him. "Why are we taking this ship, Poyo?" Omega asked in a bitter tone, causing Aeon to sigh under his breath. He'd assume he'd be doing a lot from now on. Nonetheless, Aeon turned to the younger hero, deciding whether or not he should bother explaining himself. "I prefer smaller ships," he said blandly, before turning back to the control panel. Getting the ship ready for flight mode, Omega only scoffed at him, crossing his arms in a frustrated tone, stating, "I don't care what you prefer. Any other ship would be better than this hunk of junk, Poyo. It's so stupid that you insist taking the ship, Poyo." Aeon managed to ignore his comment, but let a sarcastic reply slip past his mouth. "Well, I don't exactly care for what you prefer either, so stop complaining." He could hear a handful of annoying mumbles. "Poyo." Coming from behind him. And as he finished up the final startup procedures, Aeon could hear Omega walk off to who knows where. What? Sushi fish burger? A sushi fish burger. Oh my god, a fish burger sounds so cursed, but also sounds delicious. Welcome, Crafty Cat, to the stream though. Poyo Poyo! Stretching noises. welcome, huh? Hopefully you're having a good day. Oh, she is a burger. She is a sushi burger. I'm sure there's an actual burger, like, Pokemon out there. Someone can tell me if there's an actual burger Pokemon. I'm gonna hydrate and stretch. Hydration. Fish burger. Yum. The jar? Yeah, the jar got a little bigger. Courtesy of our mysterious anonymous jar. They gave us a bigger jar and some little stickers to put on the jar. So we put some stickers on the jar. Yippee! There are sandwiches, and some of the ingredients are literally pieces of Pokemon. That's messed up. That's messed up. They're just serving Pokemon to us on like straight up silver platters at this point. We're gonna forget the old jar. Don't worry, the old jar is beautiful, but this jar is bigger and greater. Nintendo ain't even hiding it. Yeah, at this point, I think Nintendo is just really hungry at this point. I think they're very hungry at this point. So it must be fine. The Pokemon fine with it, so it must be fine. Yeah, you know, that's just how they're born. I don't know if they have like an issue, if they know there's an issue. Maybe when they complain like, "Mom, Dad, why are we born this way? Why do we look like delicious human foods? And why are we not that strong?" And they're just like, you think like as a kid, like the sushi fish Pokemon, just like the parents like, "That's just how God created us, son. And that's just how it is, and you have to accept that." It's kind of messed up. Next Pokemon idea: Pokemon TikTok and YouTube. Nope, we don't do that. 1 bit, man. Thank you for the bit, tablet. Oh my god, thank you so much for that bit. Thank you so much for that. I love this. Men. The worst part is the good looks so good. The food looks so good. I mean, yeah, the food looks amazing. Yeah, it's anime too. Anime food always looks amazing. The next Pokemon. Okay, I already read that. Bit. Yeah, the singular bit. Tablet is a giver of bits. Did you get the? Do you have the bit icon now, or is it just like? You know, I'm curious. How many icons could you stack? Because Koku has like 3 icons. Koku has a moderator, 2 month subscriber, and a current hype train conductor. What's like the most you can like stack? Like, I'm actually curious now. Genuinely curious. Bunk. I'm pretty sure it'd be 3. It's 3. I think 3 is the max. Can you imagine even more though? Bitcoin. Bitcoin. I still have 42. I'm slowly draining across yours and Koku's streams. Koku, are you streaming today? Are we gonna have to split some and share it over to your next stream? Gosh darn it. Conductor. Koku! How you can't be saying that stuff, Koku. You're a moderator. I don't think it was autocorrect. Spelling's the bane of our existence. Yeah, it is. I didn't. Oh my god, Koku. Oh my god. How's the story going so far? It's going pretty good. So they actually just left to go on their mission. So they're on the ship. Yeah, let's just ignore what happened. We're gonna go continue reading this. But yeah, Omega's complaining that Aeon took a smaller ship. Aeon's like, shush, it's more efficient. Stop complaining. What did Koku say? What happened? You can look in chat. Anyways, I will continue reading. So, let's see, where did I stop? I stopped like down here. Okay. The ship, as Aeon had said, was a small ship after all. There were really only 3 other main rooms to it, which didn't leave Omega with many options as to where to go. However, Aeon shook the thought aside as he got the system running and got the ship off the ground with little effort. He supposed at least it was a simple ship to control. It was good to handle and quite speedy compared to other ships, which Aeon was pleased about. The faster they get to their destination and get this annoying mission done with, the sooner Aeon could get back to his quarters and continue his studies. So, with that in mind, he put in the coordinates to their destination and left the rest up to the ship, leaning back in his seat as the autopilot took care of the rest. It's me, Mario! Mario's gonna be reading the rest of the stream now. Yippee! Guess it is going to be a waiting game from here on out. No, I'm just kidding. Aeon found himself mumbling. It had been a good few minutes now, and Omega was the sort to be as loud as possible at all times. So Aeon found it curious that he couldn't hear shouts from the back of the ship. He peeked his head around and back at the door to the ship's corridor and wondered where he should have a look for his younger associate. A minute went by, then another, and nearly half an hour had gone by before Aeon had finally decided to look around for our aggravating mission buddy. I think I said that right, aggravating. Posture check, posture check. Quack. Quack. Opening the door, Aeon found himself taking a few steps into the corridor, only to notice one of the doors to another room had been left open somewhat. Surely Omega had gone in there, so Aeon walked over and opened the door fully, finding what seemed to be a lounging area of a sort. One of the walls was entirely glass, showing off the cosmos that the ship was flying through, and Aeon noticed Omega sitting near said wall with his weapon in hand. Though he immediately locked eyes with Aeon, and when he entered the room, his look bitter per usual. "What do you want, Poyo?" That was all he asked. Returning to looking at his weapon, Aeon made his way over, noting that Omega had been sharpening his weapon. It was a golden double-edged spearish sword, Aeon thought. Poyo. Every time we say Poyo, it's gonna happen. Poyo. Drown him? Look, I'm gonna run out of water here, Phil. Just Water. Hydration. Delicious. Tastes kind of funny. The water tastes a little funky, but that's okay. Air. Sometimes you gotta take some deep breaths, you know. It's been a long day, you say. You ever get like this, like, okay, this is a side tangent, but you guys ever get this, like, those exercises where, like, all right, we're gonna practice breathing in and then breathing out. Follow my count. I'm like, okay, I'll follow your count. And they say breathe in And then it's like, okay, I'm ready to breathe out. And they're like, no, 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 keep breathing in. You got 4 more seconds. I'm like, what? And then you just like, try to breathe in more. And then it says finally breathe out. And you're like, you know, just like those really, really long, like, exercises where like they make you hold for a really, really long time. And you're just like, get more air. You know, that's. Those I hate those. I hate those. High key, I really hate those. But yeah, indeed, they're cool, I guess. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks about that. That's amazing, Lamont. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My watch has this feature. I look at my watch all the time, my Fitbit, and it's just like, why do you do this? You know I can't breathe in that much. And I consider myself to be a relatively decently functioning human. You know, they really help with calming the nerves. True. I can go for some coffee though. That'll help with breaking my nerves. Wait. No, okay, I forget what I was saying. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. All right, anyways, back to reading. I'm just gonna release a bunch of bouncing donuts. Just the donuts just bouncing. Wee wee. I should make that a GIF. Just like a bunch of bouncing donuts. That'd be amazing. I could totally do that. Coffee? You said coffee? I would like coffee, but I've been having to avoid coffee because I really don't need it, and the extra caffeine is not good for me. Hold on, let me start reading. The music. While the music's playing, I'm just gonna read. He never cared for such things before, so he supposed that was why he lacked interest in it. His eyes shifted towards Omega, thinking of an answer. Nothing was all Aeon could manage. Not willing to admit he was seeking company. Then go away, came Omega's distasteful reply, and Aeon audibly sighed, which only made Omega look at him in an unimpressed manner. Stop being so annoying, he said dryly, which almost made Aeon laugh hearing. I'm not doing anything though, he questioned, watching as Omega's expression grew sour. Exactly, he mumbled, cleaning the edge of his blade in annoyance. Aeon glanced at the other for a moment, thinking back to the confrontation they had with Delta. Aeon thought of how soulless and uncaring their bionic associate was, and while knowing it wasn't exactly Delta's fault for being that way, Aeon found it hard to forgive him for the many things they'd done, hitting Omega being one of those things. Are you okay? Aeon then asked without realizing, glancing at where Omega had been hit. It'd surely bruise, as Delta would never soften an attack, even against allies. The robot-like Kabi was programmed to be quite a hard hitter. Aeon didn't mean to ask, but he supposed he couldn't help himself when it came to ensuring the safety of others. What the hell are you on about now, Poyo? Omega muttered, somewhat monotone, completely ignoring the worry that stained Aeon's question. Delta, he started, and Omega finished. Hit me. I'm aware. His tone was still bland, and Aeon was honestly surprised Omega hadn't shouted in an outburst yet. It'd probably happen soon enough if he continued probing. It doesn't matter. It's not like I can't take a hit, Omega continued, and Aeon found himself frowning under his mask. What are you guys doing? Boring, Delta Ruin. Boing Delta Ruin. Wait. Is this Delta Ruin? Wait, what? We need a Torque thumbs up. We have a Torque Mayo, but that's in the Discord. We have Torque Mayo on Discord. Also, what are we listening to? Is this still my Kirby playlist? It is still Kirby. We do have Kirby. We do have a Toro with Mayo. I made it, and I was like, you know what? I can do so many things with this now, because I could put more stuff besides Mayo in his hand, or my hands. I can literally put anything I want. I can just put another Toro inside of my hands. I can be a Toro holding a Toro. That actually sounds amazing. I might go do that later. Toro gives you Toro. That sounds really good. I'm gonna do that later. That sounds really funny. But anyways, I digress. I'm gonna continue now. Hold on. It'll probably bruise. And? Well, Aeon sighed to himself before looking away. Never mind. That was all he could manage, though he hadn't caught a glance towards him at his response. Unspoken words sitting in his mouth, but refusing to be spoken. A silence fell over the two, and Aeon found it becoming increasingly heavier the longer it went on. Omega was almost never quiet, and Aeon could hardly believe the hero sitting next to him really was Omega. He was normally very angry and loud, but he now seemed more cold and quiet, much like himself now that Aeon thought about it. Magic? How? Magic, yeah. Donuts can change size. Any size they want. Any big, any small. The donut does what he pleases. Or they please. Or she please. We're like the gods of the universe. Silent minutes continued to pass, and Aeon had resorted. That's a real word, right? It's like resorted. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Aeon had resorted to looking at the cosmos, spotting a handful of constellations among the stars, while thinking to himself how he wished to know more about them. More about the stars in general, but more specifically, why some Kabi came from the stars. It was one of the many things he was studying. And oh, how much he would wish to know the secrets behind it. How the stars linked to the Kabi's creation and history, and why stars resulted in the auras of some Kabis. There was so much to learn, and Aeon gazed up above, enthralled by the millions of dots that sparkled above. He wished he knew their secrets. He would, eventually. Yes, Lamau. The word looks so weird for a second. Like Koku resorted to peaceful negotiations, exactly. And yes, I use Koku in the example because she was the first person given a line. That's fair, that makes sense. Koku is right, did write the story, yo. Oh. Stretching noises. Okay. Continuing on. Aeon hadn't noticed Omega had looked up at the stars and was glancing at him. And the stars. Not understanding what was so eye-capturing about them. Stars are stupid, Poyo, he grumbled to himself. And Aeon snapped from these thoughts, glancing at another. What? Was all really Aeon found he could ask. Why would stars be stupid? Aeon couldn't quite grasp the logic. The stars? They should all just stop glowing for once. Nothing good comes out of it, Poyo. Omega's tone had shifted to something that almost sounded envious. And Aeon wondered if there was a deeper story behind those words, but could not decide to linger on such things. Perhaps he could lighten the mood. Hold on. Chat, I'll be right back. I just saw something real quick. Be right back, donuts, just 1 second. Who's causing mayhem in my chat? I leave for 1 second and you saw spam emotes at me. Oh my god, you have so many emotes. Oh, I gotta update my Twitch emotes because I haven't gone to that yet. Because some of them you have to change the size of it and then change like you know how big it is so you can put it on for different versions. Oh, it's a lot of work. Oh my god, you have so many of the Phil ones. Do you perhaps watch Phil's Minecraft? Or maybe you're a fan of Bleach, who knows? It's such a mission. It is such a mission. Every time I look at stream, he's gone. Eve, why are you looking at stream when I'm gone? I'm always here. I leave just for a few minutes. I'm back. Remember, Tor, I added at the start and at the end of the dialogue chapters. Please, I need to go now. Oh. Wait, Phil, do you have a story ready? Who knows? Maybe both. Yeah, I think it is both. I think 100% it is both. Also, Phil, since I know you added your story, so you want to get started on yours? Because if you have to go, okay, yes, he does have a story. Yes, and I said chapter 4. Okay, said in chapter 4. All right, so remind me. We're gonna see. I'm gonna highlight these, just so I know where where we are. Maybe like a check, like a bookmark. Do 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 dun 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 dun. I like this music. I will send you chapter 4. I did already send it. Ah, there it is. Memes and fun. Oh, nope. It was not. I went to check the Discord group and it was not here yet. I have not received it yet, Phil. Rolling donuts. How many emotes do we have? Well, I just realized something. What's up? What did you realize there? These are all the emotes we have, right? Oh, I think it was, I can stay for the story, but I don't know. It's in our private chat? I did not get anything, Phil. Oh, chapter 4 is done. Oh, you sent it to me like 4 days ago, that's why. I realized that with the storytime streams happening, Koku is more present than normal. Koku is here for the story time. Okay. What can we say? Koku just loves story times, you know? Oh, wait. I love the name of this, by the way. Chapter 4, Underfill. Ah, why does this fall so long? Phil suddenly lands on a bed of golden flowers and somehow survived? Where am I? And why are there flowers here but nothing else? Well, I'm gonna head out, File says. It says annoyed with every bone broken. Next thing File knows, a talking yellow flower. Hey there, did you just fall down? The flower asked. Nah, man, I just teleported. What do you think? File jokes. Golly, you must be so confused, the flower says. Nah, I've lived in the void for I don't know how long. So, File suddenly transforms into a red heart. Oh, fuck. This is the battle arena. Oh, and you don't even know my name. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower, Flowey explains. So, to get some lore, just touch these friendly pellets. Here, get them all, Flowey says. Alright, man, File says. File rushes to the pellets. Ow! What the fuck? File screams. You idiot! In this world, it's kill or be killed, Flowey says. Suddenly, someone uses a fireball to kick the flower away Flowey. What a terrible creature. I'm Toriel, the caretaker of these ruins, Toriel says. Bruh, File laughs out. And that's under File. That's it. This is under File. Flower, stop killing innocents. Exactly. Oh man, Tora, I just remembered. I've been meaning to ask what your favorite donut is. I was thinking, is strawberry frosted sprinkled like his favorite or something else? Lamau, I can't spell. Why? Who cares? Undertale. This is Undertale. It's your gift, broski coke. It's your gift, broski coke. Gift. I want this gift, please. This is a curse. Oh my god. I think chapter 4 will continue. See you next time. All right, we'll see you next time, Phil. Have a great day. Have a good night. I think you're going to bed, so have a good night. I'm trying to think. My favorite donut. I like all donuts, to be quite honest. I like glazed donuts. I like frosted donuts. I like chocolate frosted, pink frosted, vanilla frosted. I like glazed donuts. I like custard cream, jelly cream, long johns, donuts, croissant donuts, cronuts. You know. Wow, there's really nothing I don't like. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. This is a hard question because I like a lot, and they're all quite my favorite. I've always an enjoyer of all donuts. Yeah, exactly. Like, it really just, what to me, my favorite donut is not what type of donut it is. It is dependent on the quality of donut. Some donuts are just really, really, like, dry and, like, more bread than, like, donut. Because donuts are supposed to be kind of soft, pillowy, delicious, like clouds. You are full of, like, oil and sugar. That didn't sound displeasing. Yeah, Boston cream donuts are delicious. They're so freaking good. They're so phenomenal. But like, to me, it's just about the quality. If you get an old donut that's like all like hard or kind of like cakey or bready more than actual donuts, that's like, you know, I'm gonna probably turn it down. But if it's like you got a fresh, soft, nice donut, I'd probably eat it. Like, you know those donuts like you can buy at Walmart, like donut holes? They're usually made like they don't really like, they don't really taste like donuts. They taste like more like cake pops, or they taste like the ones that are really old. Like, or most of the time they all feel pretty old. They're usually just like cake pops rather than like actual donuts. That's so fair. Yeah, I'm a kind of quality guy. Quality assurance. But I'm not gonna complain if I get given a free one and it doesn't taste the greatest. You know, it's donut's a donut. Food is food, you know. What can I say? But yeah. No, I can't. I'm very indecisive. I can't really pick. Pink frosted sprinkle donuts are probably my favorite though. That's why I am one. Yeah. Food is food, exactly. Speaking of which, that was Phil's story. Phil, I hope you enjoyed us reading it. We're going to continue on reading the rest of Koku's story. But if you're still here, I wish you have a great night. And thank you so much, Phil. Except when it is in the form of a Pokemon. Like Tatsugiri. There is a donut Pokemon. Or there's a Pokemon that has donuts on it. I know there is. I swear to God I've seen that somewhere on the internet. Right? You guys can tell me if I'm lying or if it's wrong. But I swear to God I've seen a donut Pokemon. I swear I've seen one. Then the phrase becomes, fish are friends, not food. Fish are friends, not food. Shark Tales. Alright. I'm going to continue reading them. You guys can correct me about that donut Pokemon. I want to know. I genuinely want to know. But as we continue, the stars, they should all stop glowing for once. Nothing good comes out of it, Poyo. Omega's tone had shifted to something that almost sounded envious. And Aeon wondered if there was a deeper story behind those words, but could not linger on such things. Perhaps he could lighten the mood. As someone who was born from a star, I take offense to that, Aeon joked. hoping Omega would return to his boisterous self. But he didn't. His eyes only narrowed. He looked down at his weapon silently before mumbling. "Good. You should stop glowing too," was his only reply. One that accompanied by a look of hurt. But the look didn't seem to be directed at Aeon, which really only caused Aeon to grow more confused. What did that mean? And why that look? Omega seemed to be acting more and more out of character, and Aeon wasn't a fan of it at all. Seeing Omega behave in such a way was off-putting, and Aeon was starting to miss the childish and loud Omega he was used to. He wished he knew what it was that triggered this new side to Omega. Not Shark Tales, Finding Nemo? Oh, shoot, yeah, fish are friends, not food time. Sure. I messed that one up. Wait, are we sharing stories? Yes, you'll have to add them to the queue. So after Koku's story, we're gonna get to Flair's story, and after Flair's story, I have a little mini story. So we might not be able to get to your story, maybe. But if you add it to the list, we'll get to it when we can. Finding Nemo. I thought it was Shark Tales. I feel so dumb. I feel like they happen in Shark Tales. Fish are friends, not food. I feel like they had like a British or like Australian accent. That's what the donut Pokemon you were thinking of Fido. Yeah. So I think I was right. You can send it to the Discord as well, Bendy. Fido sort of is more like a bread-based Pokemon. Yeah, I think you're right there. But you know, I don't know to donut. Alright, I'm gonna continue reading about it real quick. What? What? He questioned quietly. Or it's like, what? He questioned quietly. Really not understanding where Omega was going with this. But his question was mostly ignored as Omega's immediately stood up, adjusting his cape and picking up his blade before walking away while saying, "Nothing at all." His tone returned to its usual bitter one, as if Omega had suddenly regained his normal demeanor, and closed the door behind him as he walked out. Aeon was left with no words. All but two, he supposed. I glow? Was really all he had gathered from this conversation, which alone wasn't much to work with. Given a sigh, Aeon came to realize that his mission wouldn't be easy. Well, if the mission itself would be, but managing to work with Omega didn't seem plausible. Maybe if he probed just a little further, then he'd be able to understand his younger associate. But then Aeon found himself wondering why he cared. It wasn't as if someone needed a reason to show concern for another. Omega had only been part of the heroes for a decade, and this was Aeon's first time out going on a mission with them. Outside of his daily asking for a duel and being declined, Aeon realized he didn't really interact with Omega that much. Maybe he could change that. The idea wasn't very thrilling, knowing how chaotic and annoying Omega was, but Aeon knew deep down he should probably get himself on better terms with the other. Guess I'm doing that then, he drawled to himself before standing up and making his way to the control room. They still had a white till getting to their destination, and Aeon decided to spend the rest of his time on his own, simply waiting for them to land. It wasn't as if he had much else to do, not after an interaction like that. Oh, Face, was my writing good? I hope those of you who are interested in reading enjoyed it. Woo! First chapter done. Woo! Fantastic. You're gonna applause in chat? Hold on, let me get the applause. Applause. Ah, someone got it. Someone beat me to it. Ah. Well, good story, by the way, Koku. So this is their first mission together. This is the beginning of their story. Little did they know, Aeon and Omega would be the victims of all the fan art. Most of the fan art later in the future. Oh, I used to be a really big writer, but I eased off of it a while ago. However, in this vast alternate universe of Kirby's Nightmare, not everything can be covered in a comic. Otherwise, I'll drop dead over exhaustion level. So I'm testing the idea, having some minor stories in text form. None of them are like essential to know the main story of KK, but if you're interested in lore and why there are certain connections between some characters, then giving these a read as they come out may do you some good. This one focuses on Aeon Omega. It's only 10 years after Omega joined the Ancients and became a hero. I wrote it late last year and finally decided to post it. Woo! Ah, no. It's true. I'm right. I'm right, though. Hey, you did it. You did it, right? Yeah. So I wasn't really listening that much. Rereading WAF, kind of. One day we will read WAF. I don't know when it'll happen, but it will happen. Someday. What's this Gajinka? What does Gajinka mean? I always ask this question, but I always forget. What does Gajinka mean? Yeah, I mean, you're right, but still. Oops. Oh, look. A little meta and a Lacta Jinkas. And no, that will never happen. Gajinka's just not even a character drawn as human. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Is that from, like, what language is that from? Or is it just means, it's just what means what it means? It'll never be on stream. Sorry. Hopefully not on stream for reading WAF. I'm curious, what is WAF about? What is it actually about? Gajinka gives me turn anything who's not human to human idea. Human, ta-da! I guess, is it English? Anyone. It is about pain and suffering. It's a very dark story that prompts won't get agree with Twitch TOS at all. Is it based in Kirby lore? Is it a completely different like universe? Completely different story or original story? JK, it starts off with Kirby growing epic wings, but it gets dark. Oh, okay, no, it's Kirby. Okay. What story? We're talking about the WAF. WAF. Who's Tora? Tora Gajinka. She seems so awesome, man. Who's Tora? Who is Tora? Am I missing something there? Tora is an ancestor to Omega, I think. Is that what they have horns? Oh, okay. This probably wasn't a good idea to watch stream while listening to someone else. It happens. Omega's grandmother. Oh. Tora's like Omega's grandmama. Oh, okay, okay. Look at all these scraps. Do, 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 do. Omega, it's just too cute. A lot of Omega art. Oh, this is nice. We're looking through all the scraps now. This is Nico. Omega's amazing and adorable, Poyo. I always wonder why Omega says Poyo afterwards, though. I don't know if I should ask that. I'm curious, though. Wait. This is Nico. Tablet, are you in stream? Are you lurking in chat, Tablet? It's your boy. It's just a sketch of Nico. Where's Nico in the story? What does Nico do? It's Nico! Yeah. I don't think he's actually here. Well, if he was, I was hoping that this would pull him out. Doesn't seem like it yet, though. Nico is needed to be in the main comic. Oh, it's just a character. It's not in there. Oh, mentor student trio. Arthur, I'm assuming, taught Kirby. Kirby taught this character named Lyrium. I think so. Nico was brought up by the ancients. Kinda treated like trash because they don't like Kabi though. Racism! Racism! Sound like the other heroes? Yeah, it does sound like the other heroes. Sounds like what Aeon is going through right now, actually. So, Rest in peace, Collector. Hurry, boy. Oh, rest in peace. Okay, I gotta open that Discord so I can pull up the story. Alright, while I'm pulling up the next story. Yep, it is literally. Oh god. I think we're on chapter 8, right? Here's my contribution to this reading stream. Nice. Okay. We're in chapter 8. I'm gonna quickly run and use the restrooms real quick. I will be back 1 second. You guys enjoy this music. Hold on. I'll be back 1 second. back. What I miss? Oh my god, you guys just drowning donut? No. I'm done. I'm not drowning. But I came back and it looks like I'm drowning in emotes. So Sarah's causing me. No, we're not reading my. We're now reading my story once Tori comes back. Yes, I am back. Fart reverb. You guys just spammed so much emotes. I'm having some waffles for breakfast. Let's go. Woo! My breakfast was a bunch of noodles and pork. Noodles and pork. It was spicy and my stomach hurt. I stopped for a moment, then I missed doing chaos. So we went back doing more chaos. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We love a little bit of chaos in here. It's not a Torque chat without a little bit of chaos. Am I right? Am I right? Like, come on. Come on. A little bit of mayhem. No action. My breakfast? I have not had breakfast yet. Oh. Well, you should get some breakfast. Actually, isn't it like 12 o'clock for you? No. It's like 12 o'clock for you right now, isn't it, Flynn? I guess you missed breakfast at this point. So I guess breakfast wouldn't really make sense. Would it? I guess not. So I think breakfast for me would be my lunch. Yeah. Or brunch. Brunch is pretty good. Brunch is pretty good. I will say. Gotta love a little bit of brunch. But yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna read chapter 8 of Flair's story. Yeah, so it's 12 p.m. for you right now. Yeah, basically it's brunch time. It's brunch time. But here we are. Continuing on the story. Kirby's Grand Adventure, Chapter 8, Reapithan's Revelation. Also, Flair, before I start anything, let me know if there's like a kind of music list I should listen to. It's like something more adventurous, something more darker and grim, or something like way more like relaxing, calm. Because I'll try to find a playlist that fits better for the chapter. I'll let you figure that out. But I'm gonna start. From the darkness, Reapithan was heading down to the conference room to meet with two very important figures that would give him his next assignment. The music right now is fine, okay. And expect a report from him. However, a menacing figure approached him, slowly and cautiously, seemingly looking for blood. Reapithan just sighed and rolled his eyes, and looked at the figure dead in the eyes. If you're trying to be menacing, try doing that to our foes, Sark, he told the figure bluntly. Bah, you're no fun, Sark stated in response, sounding disappointed. You'll never get scared at all. Hey, I'm just as monstrous as you are, Reapithan countered. You trying to scare me? You trying to scare me won't work. Yeah, whatever, Sark grumbled audibly. Anyways, what are you up to? Trying to get my next task from Flandre and the boss, Reapithan answered. I'm also going to give my report on what happened to them while I'm at it. Ugh, responsibilities, Sark said in a disgusted tone. He then retched at the thought of it. Icky. Hey, you need to be doing your responsibilities here as well, Sark, Reapithan stated. We do have a duty to stop Kirby's group from moving forward. Right. I know, Sark said, still looking annoyed. Why can't I just steal their souls? Because we may potentially need them alive, Reapithan stated further. If my hunch is right, we'll be using the DNA in order to create an army of them. Then we will take over Dreamland. No, all of Pumpstar with that army in our arsenal. Talking about this made Reapithan smile. Thinking about it really made him happy. As he'd be gaining some new territory. Sark just rolled his eyes at this. Sark reference is a demonic version of Sonic the Hedgehog, born from the internet. Really? Really? Wow. That is, huh. Did not know that. Now I have a different image in my head. I thought Sark was something else. That's why. Can you read my story later, please? Yeah, we'll put it on the list. So after Flair's story, I've got a little story my buddy sent, a little book they wrote. And then after that, we're going to get to Bendy's story, and then yours. Whatever the list is, we'll continue. If we don't finish any of it today, we'll continue it in the next storytime stream. So, if you send it to me or remind me for the next streams, we'll put it in like a little queue or a little list. But yeah. So. But what about the other demons in my army? Where do they come into play here? He asked in arrogance. That's something you have to ask the boss, Repithin simply asked. I can't tell you anything about that. Then ask her yourself. I'm so not in the mood to see them and their bossy selves, Sark said, getting more angry and annoyed. He stormed past Repithin after he finishes the sentence, leaving Repithin alone in the hall. And after a few moments, Repithin sighed to himself. Add that to the now made list of things to report back to Flandre and the boss, he muttered to himself, before making his way back to them again. I'm scratching my head, sorry. Sometime later, before he reaches the doors and of his boss and Flandre, he sees a figure lying in the middle of the hallway. What's this? He asked out loud. He then proceeded to poke the figure lightly, which caused the figure to arouse a little. They groaned, and they got up and opened their eyes, seeing Repithin there. This made them go wide-eyed, as they did not expect to see something looming over them. Repithin was also surprised to see them move. At least you're not dead, Repithin said, a little nervous for the first time. Where am I? The being asked, panicking. Calm yourself, alright? Repithin told the being, trying to get the situation under control. You are inside the base of operations I work at. Base of operations? The being asked, getting less panicked, but more confused. Yes, my name is Repithin, Repithin introduced. Repithin, the being repeated. Nice to meet you, I suppose. I don't think we're meeting under the best circumstances, though, Repithin replied. I mean, I found you practically unconscious here. Oh. I had been sleeping, the being said, chuckling a slight bit, rubbing the back of their head. Why here, then? You do know danger lurks, right? Repithin questioned, now confused. I found it to be comfy, the being responded. Then again, any place is comfy for me. As long as it doesn't hurt me too badly, I'm good. Wow, and not a picky sleeper, Repithin stated afterwards, without going to thought. This is yet another thing for me to report to Flandre and the boss. But how they react to seeing this creature? The second being landed near them, seeing the duo. Hearing the landing, they turned to the second being. Wait, who are you? Repithin asked. I could be asking the same thing. I did not know Flandre tasked you here, the second being stated, quite aggravated. No need to be hostile here, the white dragon being nervously stated. Who the hell are you calling hostile? The small dark figure snapped, glaring at the white being dead in the eyes. You won't leave them alone, Repithin interjected, now getting in front of the white being. Oh, it's a white dragon. I might want to change the music something more adventurous, approximately 5-ish minutes. Change this to some battle music. Okay, change the music now. Battle music, okay. Time to swap over. Oh, I had a playlist for battle music. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's here somewhere. Just give me a second. I know it's here. Ooh. I think this works out. Okay. Oh, this is like an adventure. Oh no, this is like an adventure type music. I love it. Hold on. What about this one? Alright, this is battle music. We'll take it. You won't leave them alone, Repithin interjected, now getting in front of the white being. You dare protect that scum? The dark being responded, getting more angry. Yes, I dare protect them. You are far out of line, Repethin countered, getting angry himself. Guys, the white being interjected. Shut it, worm, the dark being shouted at the white being. Oh, now you've done it, Repethin growled, now preparing for battle. Well, worm, the white creature questioned. Yeah, you heard me, the dark being shot back. That's not nice, the white being stated. Apparently manners don't matter to this one, Repethin said, now getting angry. Manners? We are villains, the dark being countered. Who needs manners when you're a villain? Even if we are villains, that gives you no right to be an ass about this, Repethin states angrily. Besides, we know next to nothing about this white being here. Whether they be a villain or not, doesn't matter, they will die, the dark being said further. You saying you will do the killing? Repethin shot towards the dark being. You saying you'll protect the quiet one, the dark one shot back? If you attack, I will fight back. Repethin stated bluntly. You won't be hurting this being. Meanwhile, within the conference room, Flandre was seen grumbling to herself. But for what? Damn it, she muttered. Dark Meta Knight, you impatient bastard. You know that Repethin is out there, and I did not send you at all. She had been raging on the inside. She was gonna have a word with him later about his actions. Everything alright, Flandre? Edna asked as she came up to her. Not really. Dark Meta Knight will ruin everything, Flandre stated in anger. You ought to be proud of him, though. He's taken initiative, Edna stated further. This isn't taking initiative, though, as he was wanting to kill Repethin, Flandre said further. And we need him alive. Kirby stories, yes. Bum. So what? Edna stated simply. Well, what? Flandre questioned in shock. You're willing to let Dark Meta Knight kill Repethin? He's taking initiative, Edna stated. Then if that's the case, he's going after the wrong person, Flandre hollered, getting more mad. And this was just something I won't tolerate. Then he stormed out of the area. Edna, on the other hand, was smiling. Things are all going according to plan, she said with a wicked smile. Suddenly, her phone started to ring, making her jump. When she checked it, she had been getting a call, and she answered it. A little ticked off that she got scared by whoever dared call her. Who dares calls me at this hour? She shouted at the phone. Whoa, chill out, ma'am. The receiver responded. It's me, Nix. Oh, Nix, Edna said, calming down rather quickly. How's the covert operation going? Great so far. I've gotten Kirby's group to trust me, Nix replied. And I met someone I thought I'd never see again. What? What? Nix, you backstabbing liar! How could you?
Oh, this ruffles my jammies. This plot twist ruffles my jammies. We have a backstabber and a betrayer in our hands, chat.
Nix is a betrayer. Nix is evil. How could she? Why? This is part of the pain in my story. Pain indeed. I thought we could trust Nix. Nix can't be trusted anymore. Now, we shall continue reading. I wonder what's gonna come next for this character. Well, it's only a matter of time when the group figures this out. Oh, well, obviously. The spoilers. I gotta figure out how they find out now. Hold on. Okay. On to continuing the rest of the story. Claire, tell me if I need to change the music, by the way. Who was it? Edna inquired. One of my fathers. Meta Knight, Nix answered. Oh, him. Edna grumbled out loud, expressing anger. The one who tried foiling our plans to begin with. I heard about that, Nix said. Flandre told me about it. Glad he was convinced by Kirby to come. Well, not that it would have mattered. Kirby would still have to go on whether he wanted or not, Edna stated, a grin forming. And how are things over there? Nix asked. Well, honestly, it could be better. Not to worry, though. As Dark Meta Knight is gonna kill a pest here, Edna explained. And would this pest be known as Reapithin? Nix inquired. Yes, Reapithin is this target, Edna answered. Damn it! He's gonna go after the wrong target then, Nix told her. Wrong target? I think not, Edna replied. Dark Meta Knight can't be going after allies here, and Reapithin is one of those allies, Nix stated. Even though I did not participate, there had been a fight earlier which started after he came and summoned 3 Pokemon. You love Curb's story. Yeah, the story is amazing. I've got to read that out loud. Tora, check the bakery. What's up? Oh, sick, a new chapter. Dope, that's dope, Llama. You will have to wait though. You're currently on a little wait list, so we have a few stories to get through. So we might not be able to get to it by the end of today's stream. But I'm gonna continue reading this though. As we keep reading Flair's story, all the more reason to get rid of him, Edna said further. He's broken a rule. Nick sighs into the phone, annoyed at Edna. Whatever. Just make sure that he doesn't come back to bite you in the rear, she warned. Hang it up afterwards. How big of a queue? Who is after Flair? So after Flair, I have a story my buddy sent me. Then we're going to read Bendy Zach's story, and then we're going to read Sarah Garapoyo's story. So we have 3 people in queue. So we might read a story in the next stream. At this rate, I think. Nick sighs into the phone, annoyed at Edna. Whatever. Just make sure it doesn't come to bite you in the rear, she warned, hanging up afterwards. With Reapithin, he lunges a tentacle towards Dark Meta Knight, who evades it and rushes Reapithin. You may be a Reaper Leviathan, but I will be sure to make you seafood, Dark Meta Knight shouted before swinging his sword. Reapithin, hearing that again, evades his attack, now glaring harshly at Dark Meta Knight. Seafood? He inquired. Make yourself the second one to call me seafood. Second? Who the bloody hell was first? Dark Meta Knight demanded. Hi, Green Cobby. Didn't catch your name, but they had a blood-red sword on them, Reapithin stated. Damn. The blood blade, Dark Meta Knight muttered out loud, cursing under his breath. You know the weapon? Reapithin asked, intrigued. Do I know the weapon? Dude, I almost died by that weapon, Dark Meta Knight explained. Then I guess we have a common foe, right? Reapithin inquired. Having hope that he and Dark Meta would could work out an arrangement. Dark Meta thought for a while, and knowing Reapithin was right, he sighed. I suppose you've got a point there, he stated. But that does not mean we are all allies. This also aligns with what you've got to do against Kirby's group. That it does, Reapithin confirmed. Flandre came in at that time and saw the scenario. What is going on here? She hollered. Oh, Flandre, Reapithin stated after seeing her. I know what I'm gonna do, eventually with this one. Oh, really? She inquired. We both have a common foe, Dark Meta Knight told her. That green copy with the damned blood blade. Flandre knew what they were talking about, which shocked her. They mean Orobi. I've heard stories of him. But if he's here, then this plan will get ruined quickly, she thought to herself. Damn it! Do what you must to get rid of them. Then, Dark Meta Knight. Do what you must do to get rid of him then, Dark Meta Knight. Then come see me after you're done, she told him. Reapithin, come with me for now, and bring a new friend as well. Reapithin nodded, turning to the white figure. Come, he simply stated. The white being nodded quickly, and joined Reapithin's side, while Dark Meta Knight went off to hunt someone down. End of story. Nice! What we're reading? We're reading a bunch of stories. We just finished reading Chapter 8 of Flair's story for now. Also, I missed one stream. How does Toro already have 303 followers? Oh, yeah, we had quite a few people come follow us yesterday on while playing on Undertale. So hello! We had 5 followers yesterday. So, we got a new cookie jar! Yippee! If you look on the right, it's a giant cookie jar. And if we go back to our old screen, it's even gianter cookie jar. I probably shouldn't put it on the floor, but it didn't fit on top of the shelf, so I put it here for now. But yeah. Also, Turo, what you're saying about starting another Nuzlocke, I'd be willing to redeem that if you want to do that eventually. It's always a pleasure seeing you suffer. But I recommend playing Platinum. Okay. I'll try Platinum. But yeah, Flare, that was pretty sick. The plot twist. Nyx is an undercover agent. How could they? So many more cookies. Exactly, yes. But dude, that was awesome, Flare. Give an applause for after every stream. I'm gonna get to applause before someone beats me. Applause. Yes. All right. Also, for anyone who's questioning, that was a SpongeBob OST, the SpongeBob SquarePants anime, SpongeBob anime OST. For anyone who wants to know. Yep. That's about it. Let me find what song to listen to now. What song to listen to? Okay, there. Alright. Running from other perspectives is very fun. Yeah. Because it's a different perspective, you get to tell a different story, and it's always enjoyable. It's always a blast. Didn't follow the story. Well, I'm so glad I didn't know that until now, but honestly, I thought it sounded good. I did think it came from Mario plus Rabbids. It totally could have. It totally could have. Hold on. Ouch. I think I found this thing. I have found the thing. Alright. So this is a different story. I think it came from, okay, who's next? This is a story I got from a little buddy from an old time. Little buddy from an old time. I haven't talked to him forever. So I thought we'd get to read this. They sent this to me and they're like, hey, you want to read this? I was like, sure. Who's the artist? The person who made this is Jason Summers, a little friend from a little Void school from mine. But yeah. Here we go. They said this was their first book they made. And they said it was alright. They said they weren't the proudest of it, but they said it was like part 1 of 3, so it's going to be a trilogy of books. And they gave me a little document to read, so hopefully I'm excited. Hopefully it's good. I mean, the artist, the SpongeBob soundtrack. Oh, I don't know. You might have to look for it. You might have to look for it. I don't know where it is now. I just left it. It's like up Narmak or the SpongeBob anime. Look for all like the SpongeBob anime OST. It's very, very specific. When you find it, it'll be easy. It'll be easy to find. But we're not gonna read through all of this because this is quite a long book. I would try to read maybe 1 chapter, but I think this is really long, so we'll see. Wait, book? Yeah, exactly. Sound like a Gareth Coker soundtrack. I could be. I don't know. I think I know who Gareth Coker is, though. I think I've listened to it before. A few things. But this book, by the way, is called... Has the book released yet? I don't think so. See, now it's just the Google Doc. I don't think so. He does have many Minecraft music. Yeah, that's why I saw him. That's why he's so familiar. But this book's not released. This is Twilight of the Empire by Jason Summers. The Coruscant Empire. The Glacial Wastes. Eldenia. Okay. So I think this is like a fantasy world, I think. So let's get reading. And he's composed. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. This conflict has gone too far already. Malfria let his statement ring throughout the small stone chamber. An estimated 15,000 Eldanius have died. The majority of our people are oppressed, cold, and starving. Half of our holy land has been taken by the Corsidians, including the precious headwaters of the Aldanus itself. The amount of suffering this war has caused cannot be fathomed by mere mortals. Surely, it is God's will that will bring an end to it by any means necessary. The massacre of Kirkos and the loss of that precious lake is just one more tragedy heaped on the rest. A small drop in the bucket of blood. The situation is hopeless. Malpria paused again. 11 faces carefully contemplated his words. 5 sets of eyes narrowed with suspicion the Orthodox faction. The 4 counselors on Malpria's side of the room bore musing expressions, acting as though this was all a new and thoroughly convincing information. The 2 remaining counselors were the focus of his argument. Akar seemed faintly bored, as though the predicament of Eldinia was none of his concern. Jitome showed no expression. He hinted no motive. Malpria continued his speech. I only see one way out of the situation, though I fear even to contemplate it. This situation is not more armies that we cannot feed. It is not more promises to foreign countries in exchange for aid. It is not a desperate plea for peace and mercy. It is a decisive act to topple the Corsidian Empire itself. A gamble to be sure, but one of higher chances and lower cost than wasting the courageous lives of Aldanus men. Malpria let out a suspense build for a second. Brothers, what I suggest is an assassination of the Emperor. The opposing 5 counselors immediately erupted in protest. Jitome's stony face assumed a thoughtful expression. Akar leaned back, eyebrows raised. Sinsir, a counselor from the Orthodox faction, stood to oppose Malpria. You must wait until Malpria is finished, Lisros said before Sinsir could speak. Sinsir ignored him. This immoral action must not be. Sinsir, Akar cut in. Please, would you let that man finish? I would like to hear his arguments. Sinsir looked to Jitome, who gazed, his eyes narrowed at Sinsir. He looked to Malpria next. Malpria met his gaze, trying to convey accusation and patient pleading with a single expression. I humbly admit, you are right, Counselor Akar, Sinsir said. We should hear what he has to say before passing our judgment. Malpria, you may continue. As I say, we are out of good options. In this type of situation, we are forced to choose between 2 evils. Send thousands of men to die in great battles on our borders, or send a surgical strike to end the conflict with a single life. It is said, cut off the head and the whole serpent. I cannot stand for this, Sinsir had stood up again. That verse had been taken out of context. Malpria lifted his chin and stared Sinsir down. Sinsir, I would like to ask that you not interrupt me again. It is said, patience is the first of the holy attributes. How are we enjoying the story, by the way? Quick chat check. How are we enjoying the story? This is pretty interesting. Looks like a war that would between factions and countries that we were just jumped right in the middle of, apparently. I'm honestly kind of curious. I'm good, and it sounds good. Yeah. You guys let me know if you like it. Feel free to write some positive stuff in the comments. I'll probably send this VOD to let them know that we read part of the book. I am making lunch. Well, make sure you get some good lunch. It's good. That's good to hear. That's good. It's very interesting. I'm very intrigued. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next. So I will be eating. Oh, no worries. Go ahead and eat. And while you're eating, everyone grab a drink, grab some food, chill out. We're gonna chill for a bit. I'm gonna continue reading. So here we go. Sinsir lowered his seat. Malpria thought he had won victory. against the Orthodox counselors. With that line, but what's up? Malpriya thought he had won a victory against the Orthodox counselors with that line, but he couldn't deny the effectiveness of Sincer's aggressive tactics. The constant interruptions had thrown him off his rhythm. This great nation shall not fall. Malpriya needed to buy some time to collect his thoughts. It is said, you shall be my chosen nation. Though some take this to mean immunity from calamity, a notion easily disproved by history, if not current struggles we endure. I believe this simply means responsibility. I'm making a banana smoothie right now. Ooh, I would like a banana smoothie. That sounds delicious right now. Malpriya brought his tangent back to his main argument. It is time for drastic actions. We cannot simply ignore the tribulations of our nation as though we are children under the protection of our mother. We must end this conflict soon. If we fail to take up responsibility to end this conflict swiftly, we, the people of Elen, will be destroyed. I see no better way to do this than the assassination of the Emperor. His son, Prince Inifus, is weak, not yet a man, and the enemies of the Emperor have grown powerful. Huparbia, Bornalia, Vastabria, and even Sardonia have seceded from the once unstoppable empire. With the prince's weakness revealed by the emperor's death, there will be a war for the crown. There will be a victor, a new head to the head of the serpent. But we will have earned a reprieve to rebuild the enemy and the enemy will have been severely crippled. I ask that you consider your actions carefully. Our nation is bleeding. There is not much time. Malpriya took his seat quietly, awaiting the response from the Orthodox faction. Sincer sat calmly as Gelnos rose to his feet to respond to Malpriya's words. Banana smoothie. Counselors, I beg of you, listen to my words. I mean no disrespect to Counselor Malpriya, but I oppose his proposition with the most severe disdain. Gelnos began to speak with more passion, arguing with vehemence. Are we pagans serving gods no better than us? Do we serve gods of lies and death? Are we held to the same standard as the heathens? No. We are the great nation of Eldania. We serve Elen, and the one God, the God of truth and life. We are held to his standard of perfection, even though grace for our many failings. Given grace for our many failings. So class ended early. Oh! Hey yo, well welcome Yang Soyan. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. So first story, next chapter. I've been for short time. Perhaps I get my chapter. Yeah. So next in queue. So after this, we're gonna basically go to what is it? After reading this story, we're probably gonna read. We're gonna read Bendy's story, and then Sarah's story, and then Llama's story, which we might have to save till the next storytime stream. We are here, chiming in the stream. Welcome, welcome, Yang Soya. We only got a few hours till work. So come join us while we're reading this book that my friend sent me from the Void Academy. Wait, what's up? Bum, 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 bum. Also, where did we leave off? Pause it. I just remembered. What's up? DMs? I gotta check the DMs in a bit. Oh, that's the other chapter one. We could probably get the chapter one, honestly. Let me check my DMs. Hey, yo. After we finish the stream, I gotta catch up some stuff first. So maybe. I would love to. What did you just remember, Flair? I'm gonna take a stretch break. As I stretch, drink some water, we're gonna continue reading. Boom. bum, 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 bum. Oh, thank you for that. I was just about to take a sip. Thank you, local. Hydration. Yippee! Ugh. You're welcome. Thank you. But now I am hydrated. We continue our story. For what I remembered, I will tell you in DMs. Okay, Targ. Okay, Flair. No worries, no worries. But, shall we continue? Posture check. Alright. Gelnos bowed his head in apparent reverence for a second, no doubt collecting his thoughts. You will claim that we will not be saved by armies, Gelnos continued. That we cannot be saved by foreign allies, and that the flag of surrender will not bring salvation either. I agree. It is said, you will be saved by the mighty arm of your God. So have faith, you mortals. Do not look at the aid of foreigners nor the power of their gods. Can they save you? Only I can bring salvation, and I will fight. I will save my righteous nation. The solution of our problems will not be found in strategies of the enemy. It will come only from our firm faith in Ellen. Gelnos met the gaze of every man in the room, leaving no doubt in the rightness of his words before continuing. I will concede, and our plight may appear hopeless, and this war may seem unwinnable. I have no doubt that when you suggest murder of the Emperor, you do so with the best intentions. However, it is said, be careful to listen to your God, for the lies of the enemies are disguised as truth. You must be careful to follow all the instructions of God from the godless perspective. This action makes sense. The death of a single man in exchange for the lives of thousands. But you forget the spiritual realities that underlie our every action. You say thousands are dying in battle, as though it justifies the murder of another. However, you cannot compare the honorable death in battle to the deliberate murder of an assassination. Let me ask you a question. If a man were to, by mistake, knock a stone down from a cliff, striking his brother and killing him, what would his punishment be? It would be a fine. A hefty fine, but still a fine. Now what if that same man receive an insult from his brother, and in anger strike him with a rock, killing him? What would his punishment be? His punishment would be death, and rightly so, for he has deliberately taken a life without the authority of the law. Murder, as in the latter case, is not the same as death. I remind you of this because of what Malpriya has proposed is not death on accident, nor is it kill on a battlefield in honor, but the murder of an unjudged man. Murder of a man, however cruel, is not acceptable. It is said, I alone am judge. We ought to respect Ellen's role as judge. We ought to spare the Emperor for Ellen's wrath. How massive this chapter? This chapter is very massive, yeah. Malpriya could tell he had lost. Akar was nodding along with every point, and Jutome, though expressionless as ever, had leaned forward and was resting his chin on his hand. They were both taken by Gelnos, and Gelnos was not even done. When in our long history had such precedent been made? Not during the time of the prophet Elenos. As our nation struggled to overcome the surrounding nations, like a flower surrounded by weeds. Were there assassinations performed when the Corsican Empire first stretched southward and came into contact with our ancestors, arriving like ravenous beasts still hungry after a kill? During the tumultuous times when the empire fell into barbarism, when trade broke down and the pirates replaced honest traders, were our people forced into this tactic? What has preserved our people through trials of history? It is not the pragmatic choice between two evils. No, it was the constant submission to God and the perseverance of faithful men unwilling to waver when the waves of fear threatened to swallow their ship. It is said, do not let the trials of this life control your heart. Instead, have faith in God. I urge you to follow this command. I say again, carefully consider your actions. What we are contemplating concerns the material salvation and moral salvation of our nation. All was lost. Even Malprior, was pragmatic as he was, could not help but be stirred by noble words of Gelnos. I alone am the honored one. It is I. Oh, I love the story. There. I updated the story. I sent a bit. You'll see what I mean. I sent a bit. You'll see what I mean. Oh, cool. Although, we do end at 2 hours again. I don't know if we'll get to it. If someone has 15k points, they could redeem another story time. If not, we're going to play Undertale tomorrow. I do like Undertale, but also, let's look at Lost Stories in Cube now. So, bam. Leave that to it. Leave that to whoever wants to do it. I sent you a DM. Okay, I'll check that right now, real quick. I'm assuming it's real quick. Thursday. Yep, we can. Alright, I'll write it for Thursday. I will write that for Thursday, Flair. No problem. I'll write that for Thursday. How's that sound? Alright, cool. So, alright, change of plans. No one needs to redeem anything. We're gonna have a story time on Thursday. So, tomorrow I'll play Undertale. The day after that, we're gonna read some stuff. And then, yeah. Woo! Sounds good, thanks. Yeah. You might have to double check and remind me, though. I probably will forget. But, yeah, I'll write it down. Thursday, fuck yeah. Alright. On to finishing this story. After we finish this chapter, we'll probably end the stream. Thursday will be our next reading stream. We'll get to Bendy's stream, or Bendy's story, and then we'll get to Sarah Poyle Gamer's story, and then we'll get to Mama's story. So, yippee! Yeah! I'll remind you on Thursday then. Yes! Alright. Now, continuing on. Where did we leave off? Don't remember. Oh, that's right. Okay. He looked down at the ground, desperately trying to formulate an argument. The one flaw of Gelno's argument was that he had proposed no counteraction. With his plan, the nation would continue to be destroyed by never-ending armies from the Empire. That wouldn't be enough. But he was running out of time. He had to stand. Brothers, I would like to say a few words. It was Jitome. Malprior looked up, brows knit. Jitome was standing, addressing the council. The last time he stood in session was when the city of Merrill had captured near the beginning of war. Gelnos had spoken and his arguments are convincing. However, there are a few points I would like to address, Jitome said. It is said, you will be saved by the mighty arm of your god. Have faith, you mortals. Do not look at the aid of foreigners nor the power of their gods. Can they save you? Only I can bring salvation, and I will save the righteous nation. Jitome paused, apparently contemplating his words. Where has God been these last 5 cycles? Another pause. I am not suggesting he was absent. He is not some fickle god of foreigners to abandon his followers or break his word. He is a faithful and eternal being, but he has shown in the clouds of fury hurling bolts of lightning at opposing enemies. But has he shown up in the clouds of fury hurling bolts of lightning at the opposing enemies? Has he swept them under a mighty flood? Has his mighty fist crushed them with a single blow? No, he lives in the hearts and souls of the righteous. He fights within us, and notably, he fights through us. How did Elenos and the early Aldanus found our great nation? It was not through assassinations, but neither was it through a mighty display of miraculous power. Instead, he chose to work through his servants, blessing their fields with prosperity, their soldiers with courage, and their leaders with intelligence. It is said, I am always, and elsewhere it is said, I am creator and destroyer. In this age, will Elen do what he has never done before? Will he come down from his throne and fight our battles for us? No, he will work through us just as he did in the past. There was absolute silence. Sincher looked to Gelnos, but Gelnos was staring at Jitome. Now, this entire point is meaningless if we accept Gelnos' conclusion that assassination is synonymous with murder. However, I do not think it is as clear as it seems. Murder is the deliberate and honorless killing of a man without justification of the law. This exempts certain types of killing, such as accidental killing, killing on the battlefield, and execution. In this situation, killing the emperor would not be accidental. It would perhaps be argued that it was death on the battlefield, depending on the method of assassination. However, no matter the method, what proposed would fall under the cover of execution, not a noble deed, but a necessary one. The emperor, in declaring war, has murdered thousands. Death on the battlefield is not a crime for the sworn soldier, because it is a matter of honor and vows. However, the emperor who declares war has every drop of blood on his hands. Surely, the assassination of the emperor is justified morally as well as it is pragmatically, considering the sea of blood this war has spilled. After this, we're probably going to end based on the time. The leader sounds like an amazing leader. I think these are all leaders, right? Are you seeing that ironically or not? How about chapter 5 of the stream? Probably not. Yeah, based on the time, we're probably not going to get to your stream, Llama. I'll do the same. Yeah, I need both reminders. This is interesting though. They're actually bringing up some pretty good points. I'm not gonna lie. Like reading this, they bring up really good points. I like to say. Jitum paused and looked to Pronam, one of the Orthodox counselors, who looked as though he was about to leap from his chair. "You have something to say?" Jitum asked. Pronam met Jitum's gaze, composed himself, and surely rose to his feet. "The emperor may be at fault for murdering according to our law, but he is a foreign emperor. Our laws do not apply to him. He is innocent. We do not seek out every last murderer across the world. The criminals of other nations are none of our concern, and they have never been why it should be the case now." Malprior cannot help but smile at Pronam's words. He saw the counter. He would have stood in to deliver himself, but Jitum, already standing, spoke first. "If he is not held by law, he is not protected by the law." Pronam piled and sat down. "If the emperor is not protected by the law," Jitum continued, "then every statement Gelnos has spoken holds no weight. He implored us to act with righteousness and morality in accordance with the law. But if the law does not apply in this case," he shrugged as though the matter was no importance, "why not kill the emperor? The death of a foreigner for the lives of the righteous. I believe it is time to begin to declare positions. I am for the action." Malprior and the 4 other counselors on his side immediately declared their position to be for the action. Damn! Damn! Who let him cook? Who let him cook? Who let him cook? The Orthodox counselors all declared against it. Everyone looked at Akar, the deciding vote. Akar looked across at Jitum, eyebrows tugged down to a thoughtful expression. He held the success of Malprior's most important proposal in his hands. He held the fate of Aldenia in his hands. "I declare for action," Akar said. The action was passed. The emperor would be assassinated. End of the prologue. I'm gonna get a little applause. Bam. Well then, that was the end of that chapter. So that was a book made by a little buddy I met in my little Void Academy called Twilight of the Empire. That was like their book they're working on. I'm sure they'll go do reread and do stuff. But this is the first book out of 3. First, I think chapter. I want to say first chapter, but I think that was the prologue. I think so. Yeah, pretty interesting. Tell your friend that was a fascinating chapter. Oh, you know what? I will send this to him. I will let him know that he did a fantastic, phenomenal job, and you guys can let that know today. Fun stream today? Yeah, we actually got through a lot of reading. We did a lot of reading. We also got sidetracked and talked about fish and sushi, but you know, that stuff happens all the time in our stream. So, can we do chapter 5? It's very short, please, man. No, no, no. I do have to get going. I will say you have to be patient, and we'll wait. Well, if I can't do favoritism, because if I let yours go on, then who else has a short story? I'll have to do on for equal rights. I also we have to wait until your stream is until the next stream we do this. All right. Well, at least 30 minutes. At least I was here for 30 minutes today. Yeah, at least you were here for a good half hour. Suvana. But yeah, I think that's all I have for today's stream. I do have to get going. I'll leave then. No worries. Everyone have an amazing night. I don't think I have anything to add. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Undertale because I don't think that it was anything was redeemed. Yeah. Same time as usual. 1 p.m. CST. You're gonna love my story, Eyes. Can't wait to get to it. I'm curious to see what it's about. And yeah. Oh yeah, Local, you did miss some stuff. You did miss some violence in Flair's story. Bye bye, llama. And yes, Local, you were late. You have to look at the VOD later. Nope, you have to look at the VOD later. Flair's story was like the second story. We took an hour to do Koku's story. Then we took like another half hour to do Flair's. So you gotta go back and check that. Before we go, I want to end off a little funky note. I'm gonna listen to some funky music. Hey, Michael Reeves, anyone? Anyways, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, day, and evening, or morning, and I will see you all next time. Thank you all for making stream as awesome as always, and I'm gonna get going. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll watch the VOD later. There you go, yeah. I know you said funky, but I said funky. Yeah. Everything sounds like swear words. Bye, Dorcas. See you all for tomorrow. Yeah, see you all tomorrow for Undertale. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye. Woo! Watch me move, 'cause like I'm crazy. They all say funky girl, looking up at the sky, don't you ever wonder what we were meant to be? Other ladies tell me, dude, let me see what the moon. Someone hold my drink, watch me slide, run and hide like I'm crazy. They all say funky girl, no, no.